are listening to Homely and Prayers by Reverend Father Anthony Samuel Abovi, S.M.A.
Then the Lord replied, "Write down the revelation and make it plain on tablets, so that a herald may run with it." Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. Today is the 7th, and this is the day we are ending this 7 days journey that we started on Monday. If you're listening to this message right now, you are actually missing 6 other messages that is connected to today. Today, not much of words, but to get us clear again that from Monday we've been talking about the fact that we need to write down the roles of our lives, be grateful for what we did positively, and be grateful for even the areas where we didn't do much positively. We were not at our best, knowing fully well that God is our strength and our motivator. And we looked at the fact of the areas where we didn't do well, not in the terms of condemning yourself, but in the terms of looking for solutions. If you didn't do well in terms of your relationship with God last year, it's not about, oh God, show me mercy. It's about, oh God, show me mercy, but what's the solution? What do I do better? If I didn't do well as my role, for example, when we talked about your roles on Monday, there are days that some of us were good in church, we were not good at home. Some of us were good at home, but we weren't good at workplace. Some of us weren't even good to ourselves. There was no self-care. Some of us didn't really do well concerning the positions and posts we've been given to carry out service for others. And some of us, we didn't even have a plan for the year because we feel the plan always fails and all that. So looking at ourselves and looking at who we are today, we needed to ask ourselves clearly, what is the clear message I'm sending to myself for this year in order to rise and shine? And so we've looked at relationship matters, knowing fully well that Jesus chose 12 people. That means he was particular about people that will walk with him. But don't forget that even among the 12 we had Judas. That means don't blame yourself too much that one of the persons you trusted in your inner circle messed up your life, trying to bring pain, but all things work for good. That is why it is not just about we trying to walk with our minds and heart. It's also about we trying to rely on God so that whatever we do as humans may be fruitful. We looked at financial matters, which is something very important. Whoever tells you that money is not good, whoever tells you to shy away from pursuing success at a different level of financial breakthrough is actually cheating you, because money can make you lose your daughter in the hospital, your husband. Money can make you lose you will pray and you fast, but money can also make you lose important things in life, lose your house, lose your children. Your children can become wayward because you're not financially blessed. So pursue money diligently as a child of God, or let money pursue you, whichever way you understand it. Just make sure you're successful financially, because this is what makes you to also become responsible even in the house of God, that you are offering your sacrifices with joy and not complaining when you are being asked for donations. Some of us, the level of our lack of success is what makes us complain even in church. Oh, they start asking us for money again. But if you're successful and God has been the reason for your success, you're donating even in church is as a way of thanking God for everything. So pay attention to that. We've also asked you to pay attention to spiritual matters, that you may have everything in the world, the enemy will kick you. Everybody has an altar they bow down to. Everybody has an altar that every week they make sacrifice to. So pay attention to those areas of life. Again, at the end of the day, we are not talking about your attitude. your character, your mindset, whatever attitude you know made you fail last year is something you need to pull off the shelf and tell yourself, I will read about this, I'll pray about this, I ask for deliverance from this attitude until you correct it and put the right one. Your way of talking, your way of reacting to people who may be your divine helpers may be the reason why you're not being helped, and that is why your year ended the way it ended. So for this year, for you to manifest, some attitude needs to be there. Attitude of service, attitude of love, a continuous attitude of being faithful and honest to the simple things you needed to do. Your attitude towards taking care of yourself, every kind of attitude that will get you to the top is something you should write down. And that is why you hear that word, write it down. What is the system that you're going to use to remember everything we've done this week? Some of us still needed to go over this week over and over again. It's not finished because I said we've come to the end on the 7th day. Listen, you've got to put it down. You've got to remind yourself. If it is every morning, every Monday morning you will listen to Monday. Every Tuesday you will listen to what we said on Tuesday. If that is the way you want to remind yourself, please go ahead and do it. Because if you don't remind yourself, say Deuteronomy 11 verse 18 says that fix these words of mine in your heart and minds, tie them as symbols on your heads and bind them on your foreheads. The reason you're being told to remind yourself is simple. It's sincerely, if you don't have a system that reminds you of what to do, you will run out of motivation. You will be tired. You will forget your goals. You will forget what you said you wanted to achieve this year. Some of us want to go to school. You've not even started checking the school. You're waiting for who? Go back and go online and begin to check. Sit down on the computer. Create time. Procrastination is not allowed for anything that needs to be done now. The answer is do it now. Don't, I will do it tomorrow. Are you sure tomorrow you will do it? Can you start something now? Put it in place. I'll do it tomorrow. Have you set your alarm to remind you? Have you told yourself at what hour you will do it? Have you reminded somebody to help you? Do it now. At the end of the day, make sure that there is a reminder. Every day, remind yourself, I need to manifest. As we come to the close of this reflection, it's also a way of thanking God. That remind God that you're thanking Him that for all that He has done for you, bringing you to this new year. Sincerely, you don't know what is ahead, but you're ready to stay put with right attitude, right walking, no matter whatever is ahead of us for this year. There are people who will still get to bankruptcy this year. People will still be sick. Economy will still go bad. Things will happen, but the right attitude of thanksgiving to God will see us through. And so spend this day and thank God for this year again, how He has brought you in. I know as you listen to me and you've been listening to others, some of us have picked one or two things to be able to run with. Tell God you're grateful for this clarity of thoughts and mind and how He has helped you. And sincerely, if God is on your side, you know it. You will definitely rise and shine. My dear friends, the work does not end today. You're just beginning. Run with the vision. Dig down. Find time to study. Find time to listen. If you're the type that don't know how to read a book completely, look for another system of reading the book. Look for audio books concerning that book. Divide the books. If they are 120 pages, divide the books into, I will read 3 pages per day. Get it done. Push yourself. Let somebody hold you accountable. We've talked about having spiritual director, having somebody that you're accountable to in your marital life, in your spiritual life, whichever direction of life. Your slogan, your words, your prayer, your determination must be, I will rise and shine above everything that kept me down, that I couldn't thank God for last year. Everything that is down, I am rising above it to shine. Why? God is your strength. God is your motivation. God is the one that is within you. God is the one that is your deliverer. And do you know what? You only need to bring your 5 loaves and 2 fish. You only need to put in this effort that you're putting in now. As you get down to the place of prayer every day, what you will find out is that God has been there to help you. My dear friends, push it. Hit it. God is your strength. I thank you for being part of this 7 days reflective talk that we've had. Don't forget, we'll still be meeting online at different times and seasons. Please focus. Too many cook will always spoil the sauce. Don't be all over listening, packing, just combining all kinds of teaching around this time. Whatever teaching that aligns with the purpose of the year, hold on to it, dig deep with it. Whoever helps you to align with the purpose of the year, drop other things, follow, just follow. If at a certain point, let me just advise you, you'll find out that someone who is carrying or directing you through a phase, you feel that phase has ended. It's not a must that you must follow for Anthony to the end of December. Someone else may come in the 3rd month, in the 4th month, that gives you a clear direction of where you're going. Then start following. Just make sure that whoever you are following, as we say, follow who knows road. Follow the person that knows the path. Follow whoever is guiding you to that thing, that vision that you have for the year. All I care about is rise and shine when it concerns your life. My dear friends, I pray for you as I pray for myself, that may God in His mercy bring you to that point where you will keep shouting, I have manifested. I have been made manifest. My life is a life of manifestation. God has appeared on every journey and every part of my story this year. These are the kind of thanksgiving I want to hear, testimonies I want to hear. He appeared when I was down. He appeared when I was sick. He appeared, and I did not give up on God even when things were falling down. This is the kind of testimony that I pray for you. I pray for myself, and I want to hear it. You want to say it out. I also want to say it out. My dear friends, may the Lord be with you. See you for the next episodes of every other thing we'll be dealing with online throughout the year. May God bless you. And thanks to all those who support our work, our ministry, and all that I do online in order to make sure that you have a fruitful year as I submit myself to God. Thanks for the year again. As we begin, we'll be asking for support. We'll be asking for your consistent prayer in order to make sure that what God has started does not end in shame. God bless you, my dear friends. May the Lord be with you. Don't forget, I'm Father Anthony Samuel Agbovi. You can always contact me on my mobile number 0810-699-6785. Don't forget to put the international code +234 in case you are calling from outside the country. You have our Facebook handle, our YouTube handle. Use this medium to reach out in case we need to help you spiritually, to guide you in matters that concerns your life. Be patient, because the workload is much on each and every one of us. We'll be asking you to continually be strong in faith. And thanks to all those who make it possible as we walk on the ground, the media guys and every other person who has been working for the Shepherds group. A lot is coming up this year. Stay put to it. Thanks to everyone. May God bless you.
Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day as you go about living out the word.